Like I love when the animation. I'll say this though, I'm not a big fan of. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not a big fan. Kevin Hart is getting like a lot of voice acting, and he does have like one of those specific voices that it's Kevin Hart, but
yeah. I mean, he already sounds like a Muppet.
yeah, he already sounds like an animation. But to me, it's like it would be more. It was dope when I saw whatever that animation movie was with it was black animation, and I didn't even know that Jadakiss was doing the voice of the father.
What?
In the actual movie? Jadakiss.
What was this? Wow.
What movie
is that?
It was called it was a Netflix. It was a Netflix movie.
I'll look it up. Keep going.
I sit back.
But long story short, basically it was like the movie was about the superheroes kids being stolen to try to get the dad's power. And the dad was, what'd you call it?
Is it
Fearless? Fearless. Yeah, Fearless.
Mm.
Yeah. And Jadakiss was the dad, man. And it was funny as hell hearing Jadakiss, like his voice coming through the superhero. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
Jadakiss, right? Yeah. So, of course, you got to get that.
The plot is, according to this, a teen must protect 3 babies after they magically emerge from his favorite video game.
Yep.
What?
Jadakiss heard that plot and was like,
I gotta get on that
one. But they didn't do a corny. They didn't do the corny, 1990s move where if a hip hop guy was in a movie, he had to say some rap somewhere in the movie to let you know the guy animating him actually raps. And they didn't do that in this one, which I liked because it was more grounded into the character, right? It's superhero game character ain't gonna be rapping, just because you saved his kids.
I hear you, but what I think is that Tone Loc just had it in his contract with every movie that he was in, he had to be able to rap. He only had those 2 songs.
But Tone, I don't discredit Tone, right? He was one of the forefathers. By the time it got to like Big Mama's House, right? And one actor was, that's when you're like, all right, come on, man. First of all, not all black dudes rap. Not off the top of their heads, at least. Like we might rap lyrics, but we ain't about to just break out in the middle of the movie and get everybody together with our bars, right?
Yeah, we're not about to freestyle battle tonight.
It ain't about to happen. But yeah, Tone. Shout out to Tone, man.
Man, he had a voiceover voice more than a rapper voice. Like he should have been in. He should have been in like cartoons and animated features before rapping.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he do Bebe's Kids? Wasn't he?
He was the baby, and Bebe's Kids.
Yeah, Cicely. Yep, Cicely said it. Thanks.
He rapped in that one.
Mm-hmm.
He rapped in Fire and Gully.
No.
The one movie where you would be like, they wouldn't put rapper here, right? They did.
They did.
They made a salamander rap.
I watched the hell of that movie too.
Yeah, we all did. We still fucked up the rainforest.
Oh yeah, still did. Speaking of rainforest, one of the I don't know if you still got the clip, Tandy, but Antoine, we were having a conversation about dogs.
Okay.
And really, the conversation, y'all can jump in with if I'm messing it up, was how pit bulls and other dogs are perceived just by like looking at them. So we're saying black pit bulls get the same what you call it? What would you say? Was
the talk? It was the talk.
Yeah. You got there was an Instagram clip of a girl giving her pit bull the same talk that she would give like her young black son.
I've seen it. Yeah. I saw it just recently.
Yeah. And it sparked a conversation because I've had a pit bull for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And my dog gets a lot of attention to the point where I start walking him at night because the attention would be both good and bad. But I always had a feeling for pit bulls because pit bulls had horrible raps. They was considered, demon dogs. They were aggressive, violent, rob you at night, whatever you want to call it. But every dog I've ever had who was pit, and they are big, menacing looking dogs, have all been, teddy bears, at least in my house.
They speak so well.
Very much so. Educated. My dog's bed is like, my aunt bought my dog a bed and take up like half the living room, but we wanted to get your opinion on, what do you think about that connection of, why do you think people will dismiss an aggressive Labrador or the aggressive Labradors and other dogs we've seen, but the pit bull gets this overwhelmingly, discrimination, why are pit bulls discriminated against?
That's the question. That's the
No, I'm messing with you now.
I don't know the exact socio-political economical situation that is putting them down, but they do get a bad rap. All that being said, I mean, my dog looks cute, but is an asshole. So I don't judge anybody's dog. Just don't let it lick me when I walk in your house.
What breed does your dog look like most?
What they call a PVGB, a petite Basset Griffin Vendine. It's a French dog.
What?
How about
very
that?
long body, short legs, big head.
Is that like? Is that a breed of dog? Or
it is. Like, I mean, that's just what he looks like. We don't know what he exactly is. Because he's part that, but
I just pulled up a picture.
I just liked how Antoine assumed that your dog wasn't like some full bred with pedigree papers. What does he look most like? I was like, that's fine. How we know Twan ain't down getting them AKC papers?
Yeah, the AKC license.
I got a kennel in the back.
Kennel in the back. What does he look most like?
Should I not assume that?
No,
he looks like a man with a mutt, is what I'm saying.
He is a mutt. He is that. Yeah.
A dog.
We got him a haircut recently, so he looks, more put together. I have to give him the same talk, just like when we get out here, don't make a fool out of me. I don't need this. This neighborhood is white. These people already don't like you because they don't like me. You always barking at everything. Just chill out and let's go on this walk.
That's why I walk my dog at night. That's why I walk him at night. I also live in the suburb, but even when I lived in the city, I walked him at night. Because there's less people out. Less people out.
And the ones that's out ain't trying to fuck with a person that got a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
But we all know that like all dogs can be aggressive. Like we've all seen aggressive dogs in all breeds.
All breeds.
And in that video, they mentioned like Chihuahuas.
Yeah, Chihuahuas are the worst.
Chihuahuas are the worst.
Yes.
Then I can count on my hand the number of friendly Chihuahuas I've met. It's probably about this many. So
it's because you pull back nubs.
Exactly. But people, they don't get the same talk.
There you go.
They get a pass.
They get that pass.
I don't know why. Didn't you call them Chihuahuas the Karens of dogs?
I did say I said that. Yeah, because they got that, everybody's like, oh, they're so little, and there's that idea that they need to be protected, and everybody, I mean, if they cry or something wrong, it's because somebody did something to them, and we need to bend down and make sure that they're okay, and we all respond to their little yelps. Oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? As opposed to saying this is a vicious dog that could bite you just like anybody else.
Razor sharp.
The exact same. They got, ugly little ways that can inconvenience you just like any other dog. But, they don't get that.
They're like a piranha with legs.
Yeah.
If you had 20,
we cut to Antoine's house his neighbor comes over to see him. Hey, Antoine, you know how last week was dog week, and where the neighborhood gets everybody's dogs together. The dogs kind of hang out and they come up with business ideas, and we kind of let them do their thing. Your dog, Butch, he promised to take care of my possum problem. I have a lot of possums in my backyard, so I paid him the first half of the money. He dug a few holes in my backyard, and I never saw him again. I now have more possums than I had before. So I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen him. What's going on?
What are you trying to say right now?
I'm trying to say he's a bad businessman. He cheated me on my money. Yeah.
What?
Your dog is bad at business.
My dog is bad. Look, my dog may be a PBGV. All right, but it doesn't mean it's bad at business. That's just a stereotype. You will get your possum problem taken care of. I'm sure of it. He's not home right now.
Oh,
I'm sure he's out getting supplies or something. But when he comes home, I will ask him about it. But I don't think he needs to worry. I'm actually a little offended that you would walk over here and bring this up to me like I don't know what people say about him.
Okay, it's just that it's been a week. The holes in my yard are like filling up with water. The possums are swimming in there now, and my kids can't go outside. I don't know what to do.
Look, he does this, all right. He's bred for this sort of thing. Sure. Everybody knows that PBGVs catch possums, right? Mm-hmm. Again, another stereotype that I don't necessarily abide by, but it's something everybody knows. Now, it's probably part of his plan. How about when he gets home, I'll call you over and we'll all talk about it together. Does that make sense to you, Amici?
That makes sense.
Can I go back to watching Fearless now?
Yeah, I guess so. That's a good movie.
Jadakiss is in it.
Really? Oh, I didn't know
that. we cut to the dog, Butch getting home. Hey, Butch.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, here's the thing. Amici came over earlier today.
Amici.
Yeah, Amici, my neighbor. He came over earlier. Yes. Right. Yeah, you have a business deal with them. Can you just give him an update of what's going on? Would you mind?
I don't know what is his business with Amici.
He said you guys had a deal about some sort of possum stuff. He dug some holes.
Oh, he told you that I was going to take care of some possums for him?
Yes.
Oh, that is hilarious. Well, let me tell you this. Did he tell you that he asked me to dig a bunch of holes and then was like, what you have to do some things with his dirt? And
Butch.
Yes.
People are talking, all right? You know what they say about you. You know your reputation.
That I am a lazy dog because I am French.
Exactly. And I'm fighting for you out there. I'm fighting for you, but you have to follow through on some of these deals you've been making. You've been making deals all over the neighborhood.
I was out there digging holes for a whole day. I saw no possums out there.
But possums don't live in the ground.
Exactly.
Why would you dig holes to find possums? They're not. Look.
Listen, don't question my methods, okay?
Don't question.
Do I come here and tell you what to do with your home and how to handle your business?
But where were you all day? Huh? I had no idea where you went. People are coming to my door asking about you, and you are gone.
I was looking for possums to get rid of.
But have you ever seen...
take the possums to his home, show him the possums, and then remove them.
You were gonna bring possums to his house? That seems like the opposite of what he wants, Butch.
Again, when I was there, I saw 0 possums. So I figured bring some to him is better than none.
We come back to Amici and Antoine. Hey, Antoine, I just saw Butch leaving, riding shotgun in the truck. Had his head out the window. It's been 2 weeks now. He still hasn't come back. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's. I'm sure he'll get around to it. He's a good dog at his heart.
Okay.
He's been rolling with a different crowd these days.
Oh, different crowd, huh?
Yeah, he's got a new Chihuahua girlfriend. Keeps him busy. I don't like her very much, but
okay. But you know, he has responsibilities. Okay, he said he'll do this for me. I paid him to do this for me. He hasn't done it yet. I'm just trying to figure out what's my kids are going crazy from being in their rooms all day. You know,
you can let your
big backyard and I can't use it. Huh?
Hey, Antoine. I'm sorry I have to walk all the way over here, man. I let Butch borrow my car to take his date out. He hasn't been back with my car. I was hoping he was going to be here. Have you seen him anywhere?
He just left. He just left in a pickup truck.
He just left in my. Okay.
Maybe he went on that date.
Did he tell you where he was going at all? I mean, I'm looking. I got to go to work. That was my work truck.
Guys. Can I say something here? I know we all love dogs. Maybe you shouldn't loan a dog a car. It's a dog at the end of the day. Why not?
I mean,
he runs a business. He can drive a car.
And scene. Of course he can drive it.
It's a business.
Yeah, I mean, if he owns a business, he's got to get to work. You know?